Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we have another Wizards with Guns. This is He Invented a New Crime. The insane case of Randall Conroy. I don't know, this kind of feels like I'm watching like a Johnny Somali trial. Or him just being arrested. We should definitely go through some of that stuff. Or if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it from Legal Mindset. That stuff is fucking crazy. He is insane. All right, let's take a look at this version, though.
Oh my God, it was just a joke!
This is 32-year-old Randall Conroy. 4.5 hours ago, he was arrested for rigging a landmine to explode inside the popular trampoline park known as Rebounders during business hours.
This happened in Florida, didn't it? It always happens in Florida.
You guys gotta learn how to be funny!
During our examination of this footage, we will be discussing the interrogation tactics of the detectives and the various methods of psychological deflections that Randall employs throughout the interview. Now keep in mind, this is a man deranged enough to place an explosive device underneath the trampoline in hopes that a child would detonate it.
How is this a new crime? This is just fucking murder.
By bouncing on the right place at the right time.
Here's your Diet Coke.
I want a Diet Coke right now.
Sorry that took so long there, Randall.
That's fine. I'm a very patient person.
This coming from the same man who, after realizing the children on the trampoline were too light to trigger the pressure-sensitive explosive, was quoted by eyewitnesses as saying, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Wait, what? Oh. How is he still there?
He then proceeded to jump on the trampoline as promised, succeeding in detonating the device. How he survived? Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, so we heard your story, Randall, and there's just a few inconsistencies that we're hoping you can help clear up for us.
I told you, I was at home watching a movie. I was watching Breaking...
Yeah, okay, so it's just some random guy. Or maybe not, maybe...
Bad.
Isn't that a show?
The movie! Breaking Bad, the movie!
Randall is partially telling the truth here. The movie El
Okay.
Camino continues the Breaking Bad story, following the actions of Aaron Paul's character Jesse Pinkman after the series finale. Notice how confident Randall is when he's telling the truth. Now let's look at his behavior when he's caught in a lie.
I haven't ever even heard of Rebounders.
Yeah, that's why. Okay. So they just randomly arrested some guy because the other guy who jumped on the trampoline died from the explosion.
Don't even know what that is. I am a Sky Zone guy.
Really?
Look at me.
Really?
I don't know
Why
what
did
Sky
we
Zone
find
is.
a Rebounders membership card in your wallet?
This was no ordinary membership card. This was a Pro Bouncer Lifetime Member Rewards card reserved only for Rebounders enthusiasts.
This reminds me of the I was gonna say the Olive Garden card. You know, the one where you can eat basically free every single day for like a year. You can save a ton of money if you can get that card.
Was last scanned at the time of the crime.
Oh, dude, I remember now. I was at a different Rebounder.
Oh, okay. Now I don't know who's lying in this one. No, knowing how Wizards with Guns works, you got to admit you'd expect them to randomly pull some random schmuck off the street.
And my friend Billy was there. He could talk to you and back me up.
Did you notice that? His confidence was restored by utilizing only parts of the truth. His high school friend Billy Weissler was at another Rebounders around the time
Okay. This is probably one of the better get-ups I've seen for this guy.
of the incident. However, after 10 seconds of questioning, Billy revealed Randall was not, in fact, at this other Rebounders. After 5 minutes of questioning, a child was found in the trunk of Billy's Ford Fiesta. Billy is in federal prison.
What the fuck is going on in this video? Okay.
We know for a fact that you were there, Randall.
How do you know it was me? I would never do anything like this.
They've got video of you. And this is like before AI was useful.
This was not the first violent crime Randall had perpetrated. In 2017, Randall donned a full suit of knight's armor and attempted to rob a water park. When he tried to flee authorities down a water slide, he was found nearly drowned at the bottom due to his...
Okay, so I used to work at a GameStop. And while we were there, we had someone come in, and he tried to basically sell us a stolen Xbox. This was when the 360 came out, right? So he was trying to sell us a stolen 360, which, by the way, all systems have serial numbers, and we had already been given the serial number of the one that had been stolen, and it was that one. So I was in the back calling the police and dealing with that nonsense, and he was just, stalling, right? Easy enough to do with an Xbox. You can just be like, all right, cool, we're just checking it, yada, yada, yada. And, there were obvious reasons. They were like, yeah, we just want cash for this. And we're like, you do realize trading credits from GameStop's 10% of the actual value of the item. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. Anyway, basically, long story short, I was in the back. Anyway, came out. These guys got arrested. They got really pissed off, yada, yada, yada. All the normal shit. And our assistant manager was primarily dealing with this at the time. Freaked the F out. I don't know why I said that. Freaked the fuck out. And came to work the next day with a full suit of armor, more or less, on, like a barbarian outfit, effectively, and a legit broadsword. And I'm like, dude, you can't even bring that into the mall. He's like, I'll be fine. Security's like, yeah, you gotta go put that away. So we had to lock it in the back. Yeah, so basically this.
Cumbersome attire.
You're telling me this is nothing like Alaska?
Oh my God, that was one time!
In 2018, Randall attempted to sink a Disney cruise with a cannon that he mounted on a small dinghy.
Okay, this guy's this guy's story's kind of falling apart on me now.
He was unsuccessful and quoted as saying, "The dang thing wouldn't light. It was too friggin' wet." He almost escaped, but was tasered thoroughly due to the conductive nature of his costume. He was wearing a suit of armor.
Come on, Randall. Give me something, okay? This is serious. Those kids could have died. What was that?
Nothing.
Is that funny?
Uh-oh, he's giving himself away now.
To you?
Randall realizes he slipped up here. Watch closely at the next technique he employs to hide his emotions.
No, that is not funny to me at all.
Child endangerment isn't something you laugh about, is it?
That is the best way to hide your emotions from an officer. Or a baby.
No, I would never think child endangerment is funny. It is not hilarious at all.
Lower your hands, Randall.
It's like smiling ear to ear. Yeah.
His whole facade is falling apart, just like a house of cards. Or like the show, House of Cards. Now the detective knows to apply pressure.
Randall, what if I told you we spoke with your mother this evening? She told us everything about the Rebounders.
My mom?
Mm-hmm.
What? She's lying!
The police had in fact not
I thought he was... Yeah, by the way, police are totally allowed to lie, which is crazy. But, my mom, she's back from the dead?
spoken with his mother. This is a common tactic used by interrogators, feigning the possession of damning evidence in order to draw out a confession.
Yeah, you're legit legally allowed to lie, which is fucking crazy.
She's lying!
Nope.
Randall's mother had been deceased for over 4 years.
Okay, yeah, she was dead. The fact that Randall doesn't know this is even better.
Freaking bitch!
Look, Randall, we almost had you at the bridge, and we got you now.
On the night in question, after fleeing the scene, the suspect hijacked a magnetic junkyard crane and proceeded down the highway, initiating the slowest police chase in
How the fuck do you escape that?
Brevard County history. The crane careened off a bridge into the St. Johns River, where he swam away. When authorities investigated the crash, the only evidence found was a medieval great helm stuck to the crane's magnet.
No shit.
The suspect had been wearing a suit of armor.
So you might as well just tell the truth,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, you have no evidence. You have no proof it was me.
Bring it in.
What is that? What is that?
Nice.
Okay.
I do like the
Well,
helm. It
Randall?
looks great. I love that helm.
No. I have no idea whose 13th century Germanic great helm that is. I don't know.
They later found a headless suit of armor in Randall's family home embedded with landmine shrapnel, presumably how he survived the blast.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Unless this landmine was absolute shit. That would have still killed him.
We know it's yours.
It's not mine.
I guess technically, since he'd be on the way up from the jump, he would have a little bit of a chance potentially.
Look at
With
it.
the
It's
armor.
too small. This wouldn't fit on my head.
Why don't you try it on then?
I can't.
Why?
I'm allergic to metal.
I'm too tired.
He was not tired.
Might be
He
heavy.
had just drank a full Diet Coke.
Oh. Put it on, Randall.
Fine.
The best part ever would be is if it just stuck on the top of his head because his head was too big. It just wouldn't work. That'd be great. And they'd be like, "Wait, what?"
It's a perfect fit.
Okay, to be fair, that fit on like 99% of people.
I know.
The detective has all he needs. All that's left is to present the evidence at trial and let the jury decide.
All right, Randall. We're done here. Randall, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say?
Yeah.
I am not going to jail for this. You can't do this to me. You ever heard of the scooping around?
Yeah, not with landmines, dumbass. Although I could totally see a bunch of people nowadays be like, I was just a prank, bro. And then fucking getting arrested. But my kick stream, they're gonna ban me.
Oh my God, it was just a joke. You guys gotta learn how to be funny.
This interrogation footage proved to be instrumental in the prosecution's case against Mr. Conroy.
No.
In response, Randall's primary defense was that his heinous actions were, quote, actually a really funny joke, and everyone just needs to be cool about it.
Not even claiming the insanity defense. That's pretty fucking bold.
In a strange turn of events, the judge agreed and let him go.
Okay, this just feels like what's the judge from? Is it from Family Guy? Kind of feels like the Family Guy judge.
Stating Conroy's crimes were a hoot and an absolute riot.
Is-
Unfortunately, Randall did not enjoy his freedom for long. Just 2 weeks after his acquittal, he was caught in a police standoff while setting fire to eclairs.
Okay.
He died a day later due to injuries sustained from authorities using armor-piercing rounds. He was wearing a suit of armor.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also, special thanks to Noke Eric and Mammoth in Space. These guys are hilarious. Go check out their channels.
We will be checking out their channels as well. I think some of their channels are kind of like semi-dead, but we'll still check them
Plus,
out.
they recently posted sketches with us in them if you're interested.
Oh, never mind. We're definitely checking them out.
It's a good helmet. I
It
don't.
looks a little bit worn.
What
Looks
do
like
you
it's been
want
worn.
from me?
See some blonde stray hairs in there?
Yeah, we're definitely checking out their channels. And if you haven't seen their channels, you can always just skip me and go watch their channels by yourself.
No, I doubt it.
No, there are.
You'd fucking book me if you had my DNA on that thing, but you don't.
That is true. You got me there.
All right. Have a good day, everyone.